These are my audience members.
Hello.
These are my note cards. You know, hundreds of years ago, people weren't killed for doubting that the Earth was the center of the universe. We should do the same thing now to those who doubt that climate change and global warming is not happening. Have you ever noticed that this winter has been abnormally warmer than the previous ones? I'm here to talk to you today about climate change and the causes and effects and the solutions of it. First, let's talk a little about the evidence of climate change. The Earth's climate has been changed throughout history. In just the last 650,000 years, there has been 7 cycles of glacier advance and retreat, as per Topser C, 2016, February 2nd. The most current warming trend is very significant to scientists because most of them is very likely human induced and growing at a very high rate. For the past 1,300 years, it's grown. Shaftel H, 2016, March 2nd. Another interesting fact, ice cores drawn from Greenland, Antarctica, and tropical mountain glaciers show that Earth's climate responds to changes in the greenhouse gas levels. These ice sheets have decreased in mass. A number to look at here is Greenland lost 36 to 60 cubic miles of ice per year between 2002 and 2006. Shaftel H, 2016, March 2nd. Most climate scientists agree that saying the main cause of the current global warming trend is human expansion, or this is called the greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect is warming that results in when the atmosphere traps heat, radiating from Earth towards space. Carbon dioxide is a minor but very important component of the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide is released through a natural process. An example could be a volcanic eruption or from human deforestation and burning fossil fuels. Humans have created and have increased the atmospheric CO2 by a third since the Industrial Revolution. You've heard and probably been taught CO2 for global warming, but the most abundant greenhouse gas is water vapor. Water vapor increases while the Earth's atmosphere warms, but so does the chances of rain, making water vapor the most important feedback to the greenhouse effect. Nitrous oxide, we all have learned about all of this in high school or college science classes. Nitrous oxide is a very powerful greenhouse gas produced by soil cultivation practices, especially the use of commercial and organic fertilizers, fossil fuels, combustion, and biomass burning. We as humans create these gases. Finally, CFCs. CFCs are synthetic compounds coming entirely from the industrial field. CFCs are used in a number of applications, but now they are regulated in production and released in the atmosphere. These gases alone destroy the ozone layer. When it comes to climate change, most people don't think anything of it, but when the subject is brought up, most people just brush it off, but others embrace it, looking towards the future as they're concerned that they are labeled as tree huggers or something of the sort. Humans are changing the natural greenhouse. For burning fossil fuels like coal and oil has increased the atmospheric CO2. On average, Earth will become warmer. Some places may welcome it, the ones that are civilized, and some places may not, that are uncivilized, like Antarctica. Now that we have gone over some evidence or facts that it is happening and causes, let's look at a solution. Forego fossil fuels. This is the first and probably one of the biggest challenges to reduce for climate change. This is eliminating the burning of coal, oil, and eventually natural gas. Move as close to your job as possible. Transportation is the second leading source for the greenhouse gas emission in the U.S. Walking distance or riding a bike is not only good for the environment, but is also good for your personal health. Consume less. I know it's hard to cope with, but buy less. From buying a car all the way down to using reusable bags from the grocery store. Unplug things. I know a lot of people have heard this sometime in your life. Unplug what you're not using, which isn't a bad idea actually. If you're still consuming electricity when things are plugged in but they're not on, but you consume more when they're off than when they're on. Believe it or not. That was by Bill O.D. 2016. Just be a more environmental friendly person and more conservative to help save things. Now I want you to help me with my solutions. Do you look towards your future now? If you do, you would help eliminate the growing cause of greenhouse gases. Basically, you enjoy the way you live now, right? Think about the future generations. What are they going to be doing there? You could just ignore it. Doesn't seem like a big problem to you, does it? I mean, I think the world is a very beautiful place. I truly hate to see it ruined. You like walking in the community parks or national parks, yeah. At this rate, people are going to end up living in a place like Beijing, and that's not a very pretty place. Take this into consideration to help future generations. Now that you know what is good and what is bad that is happening, let's review it. Climate change is a very dangerous thing. There are so many ways that it can be reduced. It's just a matter if you're willing to start the change or not. Walk more, ride bicycles more, enjoy nature in itself. And this is a picture of mountains in, I think it was Colorado. In the top picture, there is ice. This could be green. There's ice in the top picture, in the mountains, and snow, water. In the bottom picture, there's no more snow. It's just green, like it's the summer. But enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. Go out, start a change, go green. Thank you. These are my audience members again.
I walk now.
No, you didn't.